So how are you deciding how much to show in Arrow and the Flash before Legends of Tomorrow?
Wait, how much are we choosing
How are
to?
you deciding what to show before Legends starts in like the Arrow and Flash crossover?
Well, we have so many characters on our show that it really required both of those shows to sort of intro and springboard everybody. So, the idea is that you should be able to watch our premiere without having been like a total, student of the other two, but, watching the two crossovers plus the 2 hour, the pilot is essentially a two-parter. So it is 4 hours of television in order to get these 9 people. It really was like doing a movie. And yeah, when we were breaking the pilot, we broke it as if we were writing, a full feature script. And now that we've produced the thing, I have to say that the production felt like a movie as well. I mean, it really is on a scale that I didn't think was possible on television. Maybe it won't be possible. Maybe this will be the breaking point where people realize, like, oh god, this is crazy. It's going to kill us all. But, so far so good. Yeah.
What kind of villains are we going to see for the team to face this year?
Well, we're really, we're focusing on Vandal Savage. Because we had such a plethora of heroes, we had to come up with a sort of a bad guy who was commensurately evil. So so we chose an immortal. We chose a guy who's been, moving through time and sowing his, seeds of darkness for 4,000 years. But, he's our uber bad guy, but, we kind of find the way the show works is we find out we're our own worst enemies because, letting the likes of Leonard Snart and Mick Rory loose in history, letting them sort of change the course of events, there are episodes where we won't have a bad guy, where we're actually trying to correct something that we screwed up in the last episode, because that's sort of the fun of time travel, is that it's not just that they have to stop Savage, they have to do it without destroying the world at the same time, and that's the real difficulty, that's the real rub.
So we have Rip Hunter here, Vandal Savage, time travel.
Yes.
How soon till we can possibly see Booster Gold?
If somebody doesn't appear on the show, it's for a good reason that you should trust in. I got to say that DC is not whimsical in whom they permit us to use or not use. So that if somebody is conspicuously absent, it usually means that they're meant for not better things, because there's nothing better than our show, but other things.
Is there a danger in using time travel in your show, in the sense of you sort of creating a stick to beat yourselves with? Because I've heard this in the past where shows have had sort of time travel, and you're sitting there and the writing room is just, they're all excited about this idea, and somebody in the back goes, yeah, but we can't do it because of this, and the whole thing unravels.
Yeah, I have, not firsthand, but very close secondhand experience. I'm not going to name names or anything like that. Fortunately, myself and the other creators and writers all seem to be of the sort of same disposition towards our tolerance of how closely we wish to abide by the rules of time travel, and if it ceases to be fun, then what's the point? And so this is it's an action romp, and so far we haven't had any Debbie Downers in the room who've explained why we're sort of creating a paradox that can't be resolved. But it's also fun to resolve as well. It is it's a math problem sometimes, and sometimes those problems, like I said, are the stuff of good drama. But no, we're never going to let astrophysics drag down the interpersonal drama or just the fun and the funniness of the show. That's really what I want to say, is that I think the show is really, really funny. It's like the combination of people lends itself to a very Big Brother kind of superheroes like living in a domestic kind of environment where you have them interacting in ways that I don't think the Avengers ever get to sort of fight about, who ate the last Twinkie on the spaceship.
So when assembling the team, was there ever a point where you had someone on the roster but you
that
had
fell away?
Yeah.
No. That's the thing. I mean, DC has been so generous. Like every time, and we'll continue to draw on characters from the universe, and we'll talk about these stories and say like, oh, what if we brought in X? And then I'm just like, never gonna let us do that. That's crazy. And so far, they've just been like rubber stamping our use of characters, and I mean, it's really been amazing. Like I never thought that they would let us loose in the candy store like that.
I'm pretty sure everyone was pretty surprised with Hawkgirl.
Yeah. I mean, that's the beauty about being reincarnated, though. It's
Was the team in?
okay.
Got a call.
Sorry.